Hey guys, in this week's video I took part in the huge Photoshop entertain artist on YouTube, Benny Productions. Now, he had this message.
Like I mentioned before, Photoshop battles are going to be back as well. For now, there's no theme, but I took this photo. You can edit this in whatever way you want. Be creative, I suppose.
So, the challenge was, basically, we have a PNG and he can go crazy.
Go crazy.
I already made this one, right? But I wanted to do the same thing as I've done in the past.
I wanted to make something fun. I wanted to use my creativity since this was not a client work, it was
to make something unique. So I started right away to think of a theme. I sat down in my studio with Photoshop in front of me and had no idea what to make.
An hour later.
I've been a fan of Benny Productions ever since forever, and I know there's two specific themes that he likes really much. He loves
Star Wars.
And he loves Lego.
Awesome!
Into this video I decided to make him a custom Lego figure, but also to give him a Lego Star Wars background type of concept. So I decided I wanted to be extra specially involved in this one and took a trip to a local toy store. Now, I don't have a filming crew, so unfortunately I don't have the behind the scenes when I actually took the pictures of the minifigures, but took all the assets myself, except for some 3D assets I needed. Anyway, with no further ado, let's go check out how I made this. Starting off, no, I did not pull apart the minifig in the store.
Think I'm crazy?
I did, however, take pictures of the already unassembled minifig to have him as many assets as possible. So, when I was done with the main position of the minifig, I started to make the gun, and well, I made it super complicated. I mean, look at this. Well, to be honest,
So much effort, so little accomplished.
I really thought it was the fastest way to build the gun from scratch. But it turned out that's not the case.
You were wrong!
So what I basically had planned was to use the gun that Benny has on his back and remake the Lego gun, creating it from scratch and use the base Lego figure just as a foundation. But it turned out it won't look anymore like a Lego piece, so I decided to scrap the idea altogether.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
What is your favorite color?
Always been on black.
Next up, I'm color picking from Benny's clothing, his black clothes, and start making the minifigure the same color. Using references of different Lego minifigures, I've seen that they are pretty high contrasted in the details on the actual clothing. So I start by taking parts from this Benny PNG from his hoodie and add it above the minifigure, and then by taking up the contrast and adding threshold, black and white are the only ones that are visible, and gray a little, and same thing with his face features. I also figuratively copy his face and add it above the minifigure except for the nose part. After this, I start making his hair. Also copying the hair from the PNG and then adding a couple of filters from the filter gallery called plastic wrap and mosaic, and blending those together to get this plastic kind of feel. One big thing when making a Lego figure and taking consideration is that the colors have a high saturation and a really high contrast, so the colors will pop like crazy to get this kind of painted feel on the minifigure, and that's what I tried to do. So when I'm done with the minifigure of Benny, I start making the background. And first I wanted to make this kind of exploding scene where he walks towards the camera, you know, the one in the logo thing. Anyway, I decided actually to go with this kind of feel that it's Benny's own table of display of minifigs, where he has set up his display of Legos of himself, and let's not forget
Star Wars Legos.
So I found in the store AT-AT that we have in the background and some characters from the Star Wars series, but the store had pretty limited sources out from the boxes, and I actually had wanted to add Luke and Leia and Han Solo and the ship that probably everyone knows, the Millennium Falcon in the background, but it was in a glass box, so
In a box? In a box.
So fortunately the second most iconic aircraft that I did have access to was every old school Star Wars fan's beloved X-Wing. So the characters I decided to go with that I found in the store are Boba Fett, Darth Vader, Master Yoda, Chewie, C-3PO, R2-D2 and a couple of stormtroopers. And to be honest, this random group fit pretty good in anyways, so yeah, I'm satisfied. I hope you guys are too. Now going into the light sources, with the lightsabers I tried to make a intense light but still keeping the details in the background.
Do or do not. There is no try.
With the color scheme I have simply decided it's gonna be green on one side and red on the other side. Good versus bad.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
I also decided that Boba Fett's fire from the backpack would give some edge lighting to Benny's minifig, as well as a little from the green light source and red light source on both sides. And why not go with a blue neutral light from the top, like a spotlight for Benny's display of Lego figures, to add some edge lighting also above all the figures. And this is the comp that I made, and I decided to also in one of the versions keep the real Benny PNG in the background where he is probably just about to rearrange something in this composition.
Micromanager! Commence micromanagement!
Commencing micromanagement! Or, I don't know, story of minifigures. I have no idea what the saga is behind this picture, but I think it turned out pretty well, and we are soon hopping into camera raw filter, where I make the colors a little less saturated and pop a little more and just overall look better, especially for small mobile devices. Anyway, if you like to support me also in this challenge, the Reddit link will be in the description down below. Anyway, thank you for watching, and let's hop in a moment into the outro, and there is some new information, so stay tuned. Okay guys, so that was this week's video. I hope you liked the journey. I really did like to do this, and I may do this in the future also. Maybe not Lego, maybe Lego, who knows. I really loved Lego when I was a little kid. Anyway, next week we have a new tutorial in the new tutorial season 2 coming up. So it will be a more advanced tutorial, and that means I will show techniques I use as a photographer for photo manipulation art. So next week's video will be a perspective tutorial. How to think when you make different perspectives that are interesting, and not just plain images taken as a whole image, but something that wakes your interest. Anyway, this outro is a little bit longer because I have an announcement to make. I have a new channel. Let's call it a sister channel to this one. It's called Double Art Angel Design, and for now it only has the welcoming video, but it will be all my old tutorials from season 1, but redone in this new manner of editing and super fast. You can go check it out in this card and stay tuned for those videos. Anyway, for now, you can go check out one of my videos over here. Anyway, I'm Double Art Angel, or Mike, and I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll catch you in the next one.